and welcome to Fayettetunes. I'm Melanie, and this is Copelin Bates. I'm really excited to have you on the show, Cope.
Well, thanks for having me, Melanie. I'm glad to be here. I love my city.
We love you. From rock and roll to acoustic R&B, you really got it going on.
Man, I'm trying to stay alive out here. It's what I do for a living. I love it. It's a beautiful thing to be able to do it, in your hometown too.
So when did you start playing guitar?
I started playing around the age of 11. Actually, I moved to Fayetteville in 1999 from a town called Ozark, Arkansas. It's a little bit smaller, but yeah, I moved here and picked up my first guitar in the 7th grade. So I was 11, 12 years old.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
What was the first song you learned how to play?
Man, I'd say one of the first songs I ever learned how to play. My dad is actually a professional musician. He plays with a band called Full House, and at the time, he was really turning me on to Motown. So I think one of the first songs I ever learned how to play was My Girl. Yeah, by the Temptations, which is one of my favorite bands. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, one of my favorite groups of all time.
So you come from a musical family?
Oh yeah, yeah. It runs deep. I didn't really know my grandfather on my dad's side, but rumor is he played piano by ear. So it runs. My dad doesn't play. He's actually a vocalist, but yeah, they say that he played piano by ear. My grandfather actually played a little bit of banjo and the harp as well. So
that's cool.
And it is, man. It runs deep,
Yeah. Okay. So when did you write your first song?
I'd have to say the first song I ever wrote would be around the age of 13 or 14, right after I started playing. I actually I fell in love with the guitar, got infatuated with it, and I started writing as soon as I could play. So first song I wrote, yeah, it was around the age of 13, 14. So
that's cool. That's pretty young to be writing songs.
Man, I didn't even know what I was talking about. I mean, I tried to emulate, the guys that I was listening to at the time, like your Dave Matthews and your John Mayer and your Jack Johnson. That was the sound that I started really listening to start out with acoustic, and then it evolved to something a little bit different,
Are those your biggest music influences?
I'd have to say that my biggest music influences are your blues players like Stevie Ray Vaughan, Jimi Hendrix, Earl Cape, the Cape Brothers, the band. More of a eclectic, rock and soul blues. But that's more of my bigger influences.
And then, do you have any favorite local musicians?
Oh yeah, man, I love playing with these guys. I have a few bass players I play with. Mike Lavender's one of them. Me and him have been playing together for a couple of years now. He's unbelievable. I play with a guy named Zach Quam. He actually is at the local guitar center. He's the drum tech up there. He's an unbelievable drummer. I play with a guy named Stephen Pruitt, who's also an awesome drummer. Jeremy Irvin. Some of my favorite artists in general, though, are your Randall Shreve and your Benjamin Dell Shreve. And,
yeah, mine too.
The Cape Brothers. I love the old school guys. And, my dad's band, Full House, and, the River City Street Band, when I was in high school, Dick Johnson was the athletic director, and that was actually his band. I'm pretty sure they just cut an album out of Austin, Texas. But, I love the local guys. Like, without, them, I couldn't do what I do. It's cool because there's a sense of camaraderie, everybody endorses each other, so, I think that's a big deal, everybody going out to each other's show and everybody working together,
Yeah.
It's a union in one way or another.
Well, what do you think would make the local scene grow?
I mean, I think that the city is actually setting it up to where they knew this was going to happen. It's almost like they, with the famous artists that, like I said, I played with, I got an album coming out and I have Earl Cape on it. Him and his brother, the Cape Brothers, they actually toured with Fleetwood Mac and Queen. I got this guy on my album. I have a guy named Darren Ray on my album. Awesome guys, and I think they knew it too. The city set it up to where it's a lot like Austin, Texas. They really support the local artists, and that goes from everywhere from craft brews, craft breweries, and to musicians, to street artists, to painters, to bartenders. Everything that has to do with art, they really endorse it. It's awesome. So
you mentioned that you have a new album coming out. Tell me a little bit about that.
I actually been working with a producer. His name's Chris Williams, and he went to school at Full Sail University down in Orlando, Florida. And he has an ear for the music. He can actually take an old school sound, kind of like they did on Stevie Ray Vaughan's albums, which is Texas blues, older Texas blues. They made it sound a little bit more popular, and he's done everything and more. And we've actually been working on it for a couple of years now. So it's at the point to where, in my eyes, I see it as a masterpiece, and I just hope that it can reflect to, the generations, that are coming up, that it's like, hey, man, you can do your own album, you can play music, and you can survive,
So when should we expect to be able to buy this, Jim?
This will be ready at the end of the summer. It's
awesome.
Yeah, it's in post-production. I got a lot of good players on it, man. I'm so excited.
It's very exciting.
Oh, man, it's awesome. Like I said, it's for going for 2 years, You know, it's a lot of people think that's a long time, but if you look at any really good album, like it takes years to really perfect it. You know, unless you're dealing with a label that wants you to pump them out in 6 months, like your Maroon 5 or something. You know.
Well, how can people find out more about Copelin Bates music?
Well, you can actually, if you you can like my music page on Facebook, which is, you know, it's a cool social networking tool that allows people to know where I'm playing, along with, you know, just look up Copelin Bates music, or you can look me up as, you know, a profile. My profile's on there, and then you can look up, you can actually look at me on, you can hear the album on SoundCloud.
Okay.
It's soundcloud.com/Cope, C-O-P-E, 1994, and it'll give you a taste of the whole album. The album, I have a lot of the rough tracks on there, so you can look at that. And also Reverb Nation, just look me up, Copelin Bates, C-O-P-E-L-I-N B-A-T-E-S, Reverb Nation. It'll pop up, but I actually tell you where I'm playing. I have all my shows booked on there, so.
Cool. Well, thank you for joining us on
Thank you
the
so much
first
for having me.
Fayettetunes that I'm hosting.
I appreciate it.
And would you play some music?
Yeah, I guess that's why I'm here, right?
Yeah, awesome.
Cool.
Well, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much, Melanie. Thank you.
And thank you for watching. I'm Melanie with Copelin Bates on Fayettetunes.
All right, this one's it's called April Showers. Wrote this when I was 16. The snow's still falling in April, and I hope it's not for long. And I'm still driving by her house, though I know she's not home. And I know there's nothing I can do or say to ease the pain of the so-called glory years. But with nothingness on the side, I can't hide the fact it's covered with my own tears. And I got this feeling that you just don't give a damn. When I look up at the sky sometimes and I ask God, what's my backup plan? Cause when your hand it touches my hand like that, I seem to fill with anticipation. I don't know what it means, and maybe it's just a funny thing, or it means nothing at all, nothing at all. Nothing at all. You ain't gotta do me like that. You see me on the way and no turning back. And I guess I know what that means. But maybe I just wanna be the one to make sure all your deeds are done. I really wish it could just stop slowing down. I got this feeling that you just don't give a damn, no, no. When I look up at the sky sometimes and I ask God, what's my backup plan? Cause when our eyes meet, it's like the very first time. I can't say nothing but a sentimental love line. I really don't know what it means. Maybe it means just nothing at all. Your hand it touches my hand like that, I seem to feel with anticipation. I don't know what it means, and maybe it's just a funny thing, or it means nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Here's a song called Manipulation. Tell you was something, but it don't mean nothing, cause nobody's got nothing to lose, baby. And the clock keeps a ticking, cause it's fear that defeated, but you already broke the rules, baby. While you're alone watching too, just ticking away the night. And you find it's alright not having them on your side. That love to yourself and nobody else. cards that you dealt, and how the hand gets held. Will the pain that keeps her treating them calls that keep her passing like it did back in '94. And the winter starts falling, and the winter starts crawling till it finds your bedroom door. And so you keep her close so the temperature stays a rise, babe. But then you wake up just to walk with a blinded eye. So keep that love to yourself and nobody else. Play them cards that you dealt, how the hand gets held. Keep your heart to yourself, close to your chest. Keep that love to yourself, nobody else. And you fell for the fall, that long winter's breath, 'cause you know it's all you have. Play with your heart when you knew from the start she never gave a damn. Now they probably told a story of a woman investing in the stairway of gold. And they probably climbed the wall with the bricks beginning to fall, but the teacher stopped to feel alone. And now you found it's only what you're hearing. And now you found it's only in your ear. Have nothing to fear. It's only your music. Have nothing to fear, baby. It's just Cope on the radio, baby, baby. It's all in your ear. It's only your music. It's only your music. It's only your music. A song called Immaturity. Did you know I usually hold my tongue from saying I told you so? Did you know sometimes I usually prefer 3 different pillows, baby? Did you know that I figured out what you're doing? Did you know that I really like to smell what you're cooking? It's all so easy to blow it on with such an ease, honey. It's all so easy while we're making love between the sheets, baby. I said I'm drinking this night away, just wondering why. Wondering why I can't keep her by my side. And I know it's all a little game in the end. Play your cards right and you will win. So roll that boat up that creek and take a load off at your feet. When you come down off that cloud and I'm still laying around, and she's still around, I'm still laying around. And they say let it rain, 'cause the pain eventually will wash away. And the song remain the same, and you don't even know her name, 'cause the whiskey's running deep through your vein. And they say this ain't no saying, and make sure we keep living this life.
till we die. And it's all so easy when you're in love. It's all so easy when it's said and done. When you fall down off that cloud, I'm still around. The crazy girl's still around. She's still around. And I'm still around. I'm still around. I'm still around. This is a song called Southern Slang. It's about where I'm from, down here. Looking out my window, baby, seeing how my town's all going crazy. And when I thought the blues were gone, now it's time to drink it all back on. And I look to the valley, baby, to find my peace of mind. And I spotted the ocean, honey, but the moment was just way too high. And the only thing I found was this thing they called that Southern slang. Now if things remain the same, I know you'll be the one still calling my name. If the grass is green, I might just take a hit tonight. Daddy told me 2 wrongs don't make it right. And I look to the sky, baby, as the rain began to fall. And I spotted to the east side, but the sheriff was just way too tall. And the only thing I found was this thing they called that Southern slang. Oh yeah, looking out my window, baby, I'm looking out my window. Looking out my window, baby, seeing that my town's all going crazy. And when I thought the blues were gone, now it's time to drink it all back on. And I look to the valley, baby, to find my peace of mind. And I spotted the ocean, the moment was just way too high. So I had to fly, till I had to fly. I said I had to fly. I said I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm looking, looking out my window.